We ride.
He's heating up!
Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too hard, I wanted to be, and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fucking boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know.
Yeah, whoa, East Coast with that gang gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa.
East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang.
Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack.
East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Love with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang.
Swolio put nuts on their chin like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents, cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like
Boom shakalaka!
All of y'all talking, but I just win. Papa Swolio put nuts on their chin like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just win. Papa Swolio put nuts on their chin like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
All normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 29 and 59 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in Zahrael. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booches, bustas, husses, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you All right, fam, today the sun is shining. The sun is definitely not shining in Florida. It is raining. It is super floody. It is gross, but we are still here and we're pretending like the sun is shining. When the Daily Swole comes on, this clouds open, the sun comes out, roast and nips a little bit. Today we're rocking the Gainesville merch over there at papaswolio.com. A lot of you are saying you're picking up your Christie merch. We will talk about that in just a moment. So make sure that you are ready for a great show. Stoked to be here. We're live on Rumble, live on YouTube. Of course, you can watch and listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the show with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review if you're just listening only. Today's Swole card is exactly that. It's Gainzilla. Gainzilla. Drop that in the chat. Hashtag Gainzilla. And like I said already, I am rocking the brand new. This is the first time I've worn the Gainzilla merch. Came out great. Love the toxic green. And that's why you can see right through this card, because it is also in a toxic green. So drop that in the comments down below. Thank you so much. Tess Hornaday, everyone. Tess Hornaday with the Swole card. Very nice. Very nice. And of course, we have the sweet Tainty Man. Look at this boy. He's about to get groomed. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that he's about to get groomed. He's about to get all cleaned up. He's about to get, and he loves it. He loves it. That's one thing that we are grateful for, is that he is so stoked whenever you rake him, whenever you vacuum him, whenever the groomers come, he loses his shit and he tries to literally, you want to tell your pets and your kids and stuff, hey, don't jump into someone's random van. If a random van pulls up, don't jump right into it. And he's like, candy? A random van has candy for me? He jumps right in. He's like, kidnap me, kidnap me. Because they scrub his taint and all that stuff, and he loves it. So, right, buddy? You're going to get groomed soon. Yeah, like in an hour after the show. Super lucky boy. All right, let's get into it, fam. Are you ready for the tip? Are you ready? Let's get some gorillas, and let's get into it. Moisturize. Here we go. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. Jen says, so cute. I remember when he was a pup. He just got, we did a little tainty assessment. I haven't weighed him in a year. And he's a little bit over, he's like 90, 95 pounds. He was like 92, so he probably fluctuates a little bit. So he might still get a little bit bigger. We've noticed, Mama Swole and I have noticed in the past few weeks, he's actually gotten thicker. Like noticeably, we're petting him and I'm like smacking him. I'm like, this dude is just getting girthy. He's just filling out a little bit more. So yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy, looking thick, looking thick. All right, before we get into the Swole Fam posts, a reminder that we do have new releases. So 2 days ago, we had our Accountability Monday episode. We got a brand new, whoa, super zoomed in, a brand new yoga class for members over at Swolenormous X, brand new Morning Flow number 8 with Genevieve Express class. So if you don't have a lot of time, make sure that you check out this class. And of course, it's number 8, so we have 7 other ones. And by the way, I'm going to keep on talking about it, keep on hyping you up, because I'm really excited that we have the Swolenormous app coming later this summer. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be super awesome. You're going to be able to watch the videos and audios offline. You have offline downloads. You're going to have lists you can save, journals. You're going to have a lot of stuff with the brand new app streaming to your TV, all that kind of cool stuff. So it's going to be really awesome, but get ready for that. In the meantime, go and enjoy your next Morning Flow. Check the updates tab if you're a member for the latest releases and new merch. We have this brand new one, the Bald Eagle, making sick fucking gains. And like I said yesterday, this is literally mapped off my body. So took off my clothes, took some pictures flexing, and this is what the artist came up with. And look at those quads, obviously perfect match to the biceps. Look at the deltoids, look at the calves. It's exactly me with the beak and with feathers. So pick up the Papasolio clone design over there, papasolio.com. And of course, for members, make sure you check out the link on your homepage. We have the Even Heaven has rest days, leg days, no rest days. Even Heaven has leg days. So all the proceeds go to Christy's family. We will miss her. And this is a way that you are able to honor her memory and still rock some awesome merch, especially on leg day. So Even Heaven has leg days. Go and support Christy and her family. And we got a couple other things coming. We're going to do a whole e-card and send this over to her family. So make sure you go and give that a look-see. Link is on your homepage, members, for the Christy shirt. And it looks awesome. Can't wait to get mine in. And I know Cerny picked up, I think, every single one. So if you can't get your Christy shirt, blame Cerny, because Cerny picked up a few. So thank you so much for that. All right, let's get into the first Swole Fam post. It's from Amanda.
What's in the box?
I'm not going to lie, a little bit jealous. I don't get jealous often when it comes to pictures from the Swole Fam. But in terms of this gym equipment, this is awesome. So I'm going to zoom in and read the post, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Amanda's pickup. I'm curious. And I'm telling you, Facebook Marketplace is where it's at. Amanda says, finally got the machines situated. Peep Christy, the heavy-duty leg press machine. This was a major deal from Facebook Marketplace that even Christy would be excited. Hyperextension, seated calf raise, Cybex leg extension and prone curl, and the leg press commercial gym grade. And these heifers were heavy as fuck. And I can concur with that. They're very heavy. Bring on leg day, hashtag swole slut for life. So first thing I want to say is the Maxicam leg press. That's a great pickup. Looks really smooth and awesome other pickups there. We got the hyperextension. Someone was obviously selling some first gen Cybex equipment. And it's getting more and more rare to pick up this type of equipment. I have a first gen Cybex hack squat, which is extremely rare. And I also have a top preacher. It's like a top shelf preacher curl, first generation Cybex. I do have a Cybex leg extension. I have a leg extension. I have the prone leg curl and I have the seated leg curl Cybex, but they're like the second version. So this is the OG. And let me tell you, the curl machine I have with probably a similar stack as these have, heavy as shit. And I moved it with the stack on. So you can see in the pictures that most times when people move equipment, they sell it, they take the stacks off because obviously the weight stack has like 200 or 300 pounds located in one spot. So it's really hard to move with a weight stack if you don't have professional equipment and you're moving it by yourself or with your husband, like Amanda was doing. So super looks great. This is great equipment. And I'm curious as to what you picked it up for. I'm always curious as to the prices and what things are selling, but I'm always curious. I always love a good deal. Even if it's not my deal, I always love a good deal. And this stuff, as long as you use like, the silicone grease, like it's going to stay forever. I have my stuff outside and all the rails and bearings are totally fine as long as you keep them lubricated. That's what she said. So looks awesome. Looks awesome. I really do like the Maxicam leg press. I have a Maxicam lat pull down machine, but they make good stuff. Muscle Dynamics makes some great stuff. So you can see the angle. The back pad looks great. The angle for the foot plate looks great. Looks super smooth with the bearings. Awesome. So congratulations. Always love a good pickup and curious as to how much you paid for it, just out of curiosity. All right, Mike, we got another Swole fam post. Hashtag Gainzilla for a chance to win today's Swole card. Same as on my shirt. And of course, here is the card. You could drop that in the chat. Mike says, good morning, fam. Since my little departure from the fam, boo, I realize I'm the, quote, new guy back in Swole Town. I don't plan on coming back in and telling people to get their shit done or to go to the fucking gym. I will earn my Swole stripes the same as anyone else. On second thought, go get your shit done and go to the fucking gym. Smiley face. It doesn't matter who you're hearing the message from if you're the one that needs to hear it. Personally, got some conditioning work done with some skipping, box jumps, and a Swollen 7 mace. Finished up with some sandbag work. Hope everyone's doing well. Keep doing what you do, fam. What up? Good for you, Mike. Welcome back officially. Can you just not leave next time? Just stay. Stay with us. Stay with us, bro. Stay with us. All right. Welcome back, Mike. We got a couple more responses. So for those of you that might not know, every single Sunday for members, I send out a Swole text asking members what they're doing to hold themselves accountable. So I want to make sure that you're focusing for the week and you're holding yourself accountable and putting it out there. And we read these in order to make sure that people, oh, he read it on the podcast. Now everyone knows. Now I can't fuck off. I have to stay focused. So we got one from Christopher. We got a couple more responses. We read some on Monday during the private episode. Christopher says, to keep my my workout routine, 4 days at the gym, 2 leg days, 2 upper body days, and walking for recovery. So keeping up that routine while graduating from chair yoga to regular yoga this week. Dude.
I gave it a 10.
Come on now.
A 10. A fucking 10.
Come on now. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Might have to give up church. Church is over here. The groomers came an hour early. Now, I'm usually not frustrated when someone shows up early, but it's like all the time, either they're late, they cancel, or they show up an hour early. Okay, so we're not going to give... Church is still here. Church is here, so she doesn't have to go get cleaned up yet. Tainty Man's going to be so excited. Tainty Man's going to be so excited. All right, anyway, let's get back to this. So chair yoga to regular yoga, good for you. This is the proper progression. If you are, let's say, morbidly obese, you have an injury, you have knee problems, knee surgery, you do not have to do nothing. People ask all the time, Papa Swole, what do I do? I hurt my ankle. It's like fucking upper body. Do leg extensions if you don't have a cast on or it doesn't, put the pad up higher. There's a lot of things you can do. And certain machines that you can do. You could do abductor, adductor work. There's certain things you could do at a gym, machine-wise, especially if you're you have a broken hand or a broken wrist or a broken ankle or knee surgery, you could still train. You just maybe can't do everything. There might be some corrective exercise or things that you can do, but chair yoga is a great option. Don't get it twisted. And for those of you, how many of you watch or watching right now that work at a desk? You're sitting down a lot. I encourage you to do a chair yoga class. And the reason why is because you think it's easy or you think it's simple. It's not. And also you can learn things that you can do at work sitting down. So if you're not able to get up and walk around, if you're not able to walk around and do all this stuff, you can actually get some mobility in. So doing a chair yoga class will teach you some moves in which you will be able to utilize that at work. Even if you have full use of your lower body, you don't have any lower body injuries or limitations. Jennifer says, I am focusing on adding strength to my weekly walking routine. I have a great program to follow. Thanks, Papa. You're very welcome. And we'll start off doing it 3 times a week. I'm also adding more water to my routine. I have a half-gallon jug and I fill it up every night. So it's in the fridge, ready to go the next day. Smart. Prepare in advance. Have your water ready. Have your routine ready. Have your food ready. Have your gym bag ready. Whatever you need to be ready, have it ready. Makes sense, doesn't it? One more question or one more response to the accountability text. Mark says, one thing I'm going to continue to focus on is my nutrition. Recently, I decided to re-add pork into my diet. I found a place that has good quality ground pork, so I've been adding it in with my ground beef and occasionally lamb when I meal prep. This week, I wanted to see if I could just have it on its own. So I cooked up a few pounds of ground pork, strained the fat, added to my containers. I have high hopes that it will not make me feel like crap, seeing that I felt pretty normal when I had it mixed with my other ground meat. So smart to mix it in a little bit. And whenever you're trying something new, even if it is high quality, it's always good to have a little bit, see how you react, because you never know. Remember, your body only knows, and your gut biome, the bacteria that you've cultivated in your stomach and your small intestines, your large intestines, your gut, everything. Your body is only used to what it's been used to. Your body only knows what it's been exposed to. So if you introduce something new, even if it's good, maybe it gives you diarrhea because it's really high in fat content or whatever else it is. So even if it's something that's healthy and I recommend it and other members recommend it, hey, you should try this. Oh, maybe I will. It could still fuck you up. Even just in the short term, it might not be bad long term. It could just be a lot of maybe saturated fat that you're not used to or whatever it is. You understand. So thanks for sharing, Mark. That being said, let's get into a couple emails. If you're not on the email list, link down below, go to makeemailswoleagain.com. We got one super zoomed in. Don't feel like training today. Alex responded to that email saying, I keep giving up on myself because of a deep-rooted lack of self-confidence. These emails always make me go train. Can you send them about once an hour, please? Well, I could, but I don't think I would have many people on the email list. And most of it probably get caught in spam if I sent out an email every hour. But I get it. You can go to Instagram, YouTube Shorts, or TikTok, and I can yell at you all day long. You can just watch those videos. I'd appreciate it because they're not pushing my videos out anymore. Same thing with YouTube. Shocker. But if you don't feel like training, watch a video, read an email, and go to the fucking gym. So if you like getting your eye holes banged in your inbox, if you like it on Instagram, if you like it on YouTube, like on the podcast, obviously I'm everywhere making sure that you are getting done what you need to get done. So no need to have lack of self-confidence, but pushing yourself through these challenges, training hard, overcoming difficult workouts, making progress despite all the odds is going to give you that confidence. So anyone that says, I don't have confidence, what should I do? It's like, you got to suck it up, buttercup, and do it. You're not going to get the results unless you put in the work. So no matter how you feel, you still have to do the damn thing. Michelle says on the same email, do not feel like training today. Michelle says yoga, cardio, and clubs this morning before work, hamstring and glutes after work. I went to the fucking gym today, Papa, twice. Oh, aren't you special?
And that's the way, I like
treat?
it. Casey on the Sunshine Band.
Right, make sure you don't overdo it. Definitely not required to go to the gym twice, but I think that's usually if you spread it out. You spread it out 6-7 hours. Maybe you don't do that every day. So I don't know what your normal schedule is, Michelle. If you're watching, you could drop it in the chat. But if that's your normal schedule and you're doing that multiple days in a row, not going to get enough recovery, but it's a good thing. It's a good way to mix. At least you're not lifting twice. Doing a little club work, a little cardio, going for a walk, a little yoga, as long as it's not too exhausting, it shouldn't take away too much from your workout later, or you reverse it, but you got to find a routine that works for you. Now, if you do this and you do it twice a day today, or whenever you did this, and then you wait a day and then you do it again, that's different than doing that every single day. So personally, I'm generally not a fan of twice a day workouts, but it's different if you work out early in the day, then go for a long walk or do a little cardiovascular training. Depends on your overall schedule and your recoverability. So I always say it's very individual, and you have to see if you're making progress, why change it? So there's always a reason why people do things. And everyone asks, what's the ideal split? What's the best this? What's the best that? I don't really care. Doesn't matter what someone else does if you're getting results. Why is this not sharp? There we go. It doesn't matter what I say. Like if you're doing something and it works, then keep doing it. It's working. Don't change horses in midstream. If something's working, keep going until it doesn't work. And then you have a reason to change it. Of course, if you're doing something stupid and you're getting results, well, you're making sacrifices that might be bad long-term. But if you are getting results with your split, you feel recovered, you're making progress, your strength is going up, right? Your rep strength is going up, you feel good, then keep going. That's a good split for you. When it stops working, that's when you have to reassess, okay, maybe I'm not recovering enough. I'm doing too much volume and I need to change up my split a little bit. But if it's working, keep after it. All right, fam, let's get into some questions, shall we? You like that? Yeah, you do. All right, let's get into some questions. Remember, if you want to get on the email list, go to makeemailswoleagain.com and you will get one of those emails. Make sure you respond too, because I do reply back. And I want to share it on the show. So if you get an email, send it back and then I can share it and we can go into a little bit more detail, especially if you have a question or something like that. You can always do it. All right, baby. Imarasta. Oh, 3,000. Are you saying how much it cost? And the dude took care of it. Oh, he moved it for you? Did he deliver it? Did he deliver it? So actually, I want to go back to that knowledge call because I'm a used equipment. I don't want to say expert. I guess I can't. I guess I am an expert at this point. How much equipment costs or what a good price range is. So let me go back to that 3K. Leg press, Maxicam. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So the Cybex. I'm saying if you got a really great deal, 1, 2. Yeah, it's a good price because even if you got like this guy was liquidating it, 500 each is a steal, and that would be around 3K. I'd be like, if you did 500 for each, 1, 2, 3, 15, and then 1,000 for the leg press, 25, buy it back extension, 250. Even if it was like rock bottom prices, it would be 27. You got a good deal. Oh, you definitely took care of the equipment. You mean the quality? Oh yeah, they're great. They look great. No rust or anything like that. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, 3,000 is a great price. Great price. Absolutely. And that shit's heavy as hell. And even without the weight stack, it is heavy. And I moved my Cybex. I moved all the Cybex equipment myself. I mean, I dropped the trailer and then, because mine's on like grass and dirt, and I had to like pivot it. Oh, it was heavy as shit. I actually moved, oh my God, I forgot about that. I moved my prone Cybex leg curl from around the house. It was probably like 100, 200 feet with a stack on it myself. Lifting, boom. Lifting. Boom. Oh, it was brutal. It was brutal. I'm just remembering that. I got stories about each piece of equipment. We're putting the weight on tonight after I pick up the squat rack. Ooh, nice. Good pickup. Good price. Good price. Good price. I mean, sometimes people just want shit out. So that's great. And especially if you're taking all of it, the guy's like, dude, get this out of my face. Love it. I wonder why he was selling it. Why was he selling it? Just needed the money or needed the room or he was moving or something like that, maybe? Great price. Good stuff. Great pickup. Great pickup. First gen Cybex stuff is great. He wanted space for a Corvette. What all right. I'm glad you got a good deal. Boo. Fuck that guy. He wanted space for a Corvette. He wants a fancy car. He doesn't care about his body anymore. Boo. Hiss. Well, at least you won out. At least the Swole fam wins. The Swole fam wins. Space for a Corvette. Hey, I'm glad he did. Now you got an awesome home gym. Swole's on. What a bitch. All right. Remember, if you want to call into the show, no calls today, but go to askpapaswolio.com. Elizabeth says, what a chode. What a chode. Chody McChoderson. Go to askpapaswolio.com. You can call into the show anytime, any day. You get a minute to record a question. So askpapaswolio.com. He said he got sick with COVID and lost all of his gains and he didn't feel like starting over. Oh, that's even worse. He didn't deserve the equipment. He didn't. Boo again. Boo again.
We choose truth over facts.
He lost all of his gains after COVID. You never lose all your gains. Like, it would come back pretty quickly. He didn't feel like starting over. Oh, yeah, he didn't deserve it. I'm glad. He should give me 2 for free. Ugh. He didn't deserve it. Gross. If he told you that story, I'm like, I'm giving you $2,000 because you're a cuck. I would have told him that.
Come on, man.
Damn. All right, I'm glad you won out. I'm happy. He didn't look buff, but didn't look gross. I couldn't believe he said that. Yeah, what the hell? All right, let's get into a question here. All right. If you have a question, drop in the chat, #AskPapaSwolio. John Bradley Hatcher. Papa Swolio, what is the best workout routine to help gain muscle? Oh, boy. Just said this. Was just saying people always ask what the best is. The best workout routine to help gain muscle. Pick an exercise. Lift the weights. Eat quality food. Next time, lift a little more weight. And then put a little bit more on. And then put a little bit more on. Try to get the same reps. And put a little bit more on. It's so vague, I'm not even going to go into it. But obviously, progressive overload, proper nutrition. Super vague. We're not doing Gym 1.0 questions as much anymore, but that's just a very, very basic question. Lazy question. But I think John's going to save himself on the next one. So we'll talk about this one. I think this one applies. Papa Solio, also, what would you recommend for a protein powder? Well, I use one from Nature Force. You can get on Amazon. It's grass-fed. I think it's Jersey cows. I think it's A2 protein. But I think it's natural. I think it's Nature Force. And it's third-party tested. It's great. It doesn't cause me any digestive issues. It mixes great, unflavored. And a lot of you are going to be like, ew, that's gross. But yeah, that's what I do. In terms of other stuff, I know there's other products out there, probably some with beef organs, this, that, and the other. The bottom line, you want to get a quality one that you try. You can get bull milk. If you can get it, it's just rare. And you have to get it right from the source. So if you're going to get bull milk, you have to get it fresh. It just doesn't stay long. You have to get it fresh. So if you have access to fresh bull milk, get it, but then you have to down it right away. You can get it, just consume it immediately because it just doesn't stay well. But that's the most amino acids, pound for pound, it's the most bang for your buck is raw bull milk. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I did not see that. Let's talk about this. Nick on Rumble, tell me a story I don't like. Nick says, did you see that the Fat Doctor UK, our favorite doc, had her medical license suspended for egregious medical misinfo? Is that true? Is that true, counselor? Hold on a second. I need information. I need to confirm this. That's great news. Do you know what it was for? Anything, right? They just said, wow, we just realized that every single video you put out is absolute garbage nonsense. Medical license suspended. Good. When I say good, it's not that I want someone's medical license to be suspended, but if they deserve it, and she definitely deserves to not practice medicine. Oh, poor baby. That's what happens when you lie out your fucking face. Good. Shut it down. Shut it down. All right, let's take one. Keep dropping your questions. #AskPapaSwolio. Take one from the YouTubes. Projector. Papa Swolio, if you keep your machines outside, how do you preserve them against weather? Got some canopies over them. One's actually ripping. I got to replace it. I'm going to be building something outside. More of a solid structure. So right now, you get a little bit of flooding sometimes. If it's a real windstorm, they might rip. So it was just kind of like a temporary fix until we figured out what we wanted to do. But keep it, it's going to get dusty. A lot of the grass is all dead. So it gets kind of dusty out there. But I just keep the guide rods sprayed with silicone, use lithium grease and stuff on certain things. And it's fine. I don't mind surface rust on some of the metal in terms of, as long as nothing's a moving joint that's getting rusted. You really have to let a piece of equipment sit outside in the rain, and not just the rain, but the sun, and just cook and not move it for these like bearings to go bad. It's going to take so long, especially if you're using it and you keep it greased. But I don't really care that much about the pads. Pads can be replaced. I don't mind if there's a little, surface like discoloration or things like that, I'll clean them with like a natural cleaner that we use, like essential oils. And, I'll brush off and wipe down the dirt, or if there's any like dust blowing on them, and I'll keep them lubricated. But I don't mind if, let's say, the arm on my pendulum squat, I don't mind if there's a little, rust dots on like the paint or discoloration. Like that doesn't affect the usability. It's not going to break or fall apart or anything like that. So, I don't care that, you just can't care that much about the visual, the superficial. I just want it to function. I want it to function. So I just keep it sprayed. Every time I use the equipment, I'll spray the guide rods, and it blocks against dirt and grime and rust and stuff like that. Dennis, Papa, what up, Ish? Why are you against eating nuts? Well, depends on what kind of nuts they are. I don't mind these nuts. I don't mind these. A little salty, but I don't mind these. Any other kind of nuts are a little bit bland. Peanut butter, legumes, inflammation, and just find no value. I don't like the taste of them, never make me feel good, and much more nutritiously dense food rather than the polyunsaturated fats. So not everything that you're mentioning were nuts. And not to mention, if you have peanut butter, most of that is going to have stabilizers and hydrogenated oils and stuff like that. But you might not have a lot of issues if you have like higher quality, but a lot of that stuff can cause inflammation. Sometimes mold and stuff in there too. So it really has to do with the individual, but I think a lot of people don't get results because they're pounding nuts. A lot of people pound peanut butter and things like that and then wonder why they have inflammation and they're retaining water or body fat. So I wouldn't say I'm completely against it, but I don't consume them. And I definitely recommend people remove them as an elimination diet. Again, if you eat them, I love them. I get great results. I don't care what you say. Like, I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all if you like nuts. All right. If you want to swallow nuts, Dennis, put all the nuts in your mouth that you want. No, but seriously, test these things. In other words, I like to make it a point that nuts are going to be a common cause of people's digestive issues or inflammation and maybe feeling sluggish, this, that, and the other. Not that there can't be some benefits, but again, what benefits are you getting that you can't get from other things like beef liver and other more absorbable food sources? So just understand you only have so much room. And when I say this, just think about it philosophically. You only have so much room and calories and space in your stomach for digestion. You want to get the most bioavailable form of these things, of proteins, fats, and carbs, stuff like that. Elizabeth T. And then we'll get to another one on Rumble. Papa Sully, have you heard of First Form protein and pre-workout powders? I've heard of the brand, but I don't know anything about their supplements. I keep seeing it everywhere and all kinds of folks using it, but the ingredients seem terrible. I don't get it. Oh. Well, yeah, a lot of people use things that aren't good for them, and you know that. So people follow a brand, people wear Nike all the time, and that's spandex and polyester and things that can be problematic for people's endocrine systems and stuff like that. But people follow a brand or they want to support the brand. But a lot of times, unfortunately, a lot of these big brands in fitness or whatever, and that's frustrating, they ignore what we are aware of when it comes to the issues and the potential issues. Because everyone's going to say there's no studies, there's no triple blind studies that say that artificial sweeteners are bad. But can you use your brain? Can you use your brain and understand that aspartame and sucralose and stevia in large quantities and all this stuff, probably not a good idea to be adding to your products. You're better off just having the raw ingredients or just taking them out. So of course, you're going to have a lot of things that are adding tons of flavors. They might make it cheaper. They might make it taste better. So people do a lot of things that's not necessarily in their best interest. I prefer something that tastes like shit that actually doesn't cause any potential issues rather than something that tastes like unicorn rainbow jizz that has a lot of these other products in there. But yeah, most supplements and stuff like that are going to have a lot of that trash. And a lot of it's because if you have citrulline malate or beta alanine or magnesium, you guys know, electrolyte. That's why electrolyte powders always have all these other ingredients, because magnesium tastes like absolute garbage. It tastes terrible. It's awful. So once you have the raw ingredient, once you actually take these supplements or you buy the raw ingredients and you measure them out yourself, once you do that, you realize how much stuff they put in. If you've never tried it, literally make this stuff yourself and realize how sour, how bitter and stuff it tastes. Then you realize, oh my God, how much of this other stuff did they put in there? A lot. Poopy Castles on Rumble says, I'm drinking First Form energy drink right now. Can confirm it's basically gasoline. Oh, gross. Tyler, what's up, T? What's up, Tyler? On YouTube. Papa Swole, what are some good exercises for building chest tits? Chesticles. Having some trouble getting activation and building tension. All the basics. I mean, presses, dumbbell presses, chest flies, cable presses. Do you have access to gym equipment? Do you go to a gym? Check out, if they have a converging chest press, like handles that come together. Not every chest machine is the same or is equal. Depends on the strength curve and how the machine moves. So good exercise, any chest exercise you're already aware of. It could just be your form and maybe you're not loading it enough. Or the machines or the exercise you're doing don't have a good enough force curve that's activating your chest more. Because there's some machines, like I have two hammer strength. I have three hammer strength chest presses. One's horizontal, so it's a great strength curve, but the ones that are vertical, they're good for certain things. They're good for triceps, but a lot of times it gets harder as you extend. So it challenges too much of the triceps and not enough of the chest. So they didn't really put the weight horns in the right spot, but you can make some adjustments, partial reps and stuff like that. Anyway, see if your gym has a converging chest press. Yeah, pound nuts. My whole life, booger bubble. Oh, Papa, don't lie. You and Biden love that unicorn jizz. I do not. I also do not like 7-year-olds.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her, like a little lady with her legs crossed.
That's right. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got this. I got my Muscle Alphabet mug and got my pride flag behind me, so we're good to go. Hi, YouTube. Daddy's back. Miss me? Let's take another question. Stay Pujarn. Back for a day, gone for another week. Pompasolio, is it normal? Be nice, everyone. Don't let them know I'm streaming here again. Is it normal to struggle developing strength, being on a calorie deficit to lose fat? Absolutely. You got to pick something. You're not going to be getting stronger if you're on a deficit. Not going to happen. Not going to happen unless you're new to the gym, right? If you're new to training and you're getting those neuromuscular adaptations, if you're in a cut, you're not cutting to gain strength. If anything, you want to try to maintain the muscle. So you want to lift as heavy as you can to maintain the muscle mass, but you're going to have to cut down on the volume because you're going to be more fatigued. You're not having enough resources. So you have to adjust your training in many ways. Notice how bodybuilders, you don't have to go to that extreme unless you're competing, but bodybuilders are going into a show. They train differently. They're not doing as much volume, as much intense training per se. They're not training the same way 4 weeks out from a show versus off season 4 months, for example. Tyler, getting more merch on the website. Dude, very nice. And yes, it's lose, not loose. Spell correctly. My goodness. Nick on Zahrumble, did you see? Oh, God. Did I see how Ed Krasenstein is trying to become a fitness influencer on X? Oh, dear Lord, I did not. In a single workout, he did 5 bicep exercises. It's not going to make him any taller. If you don't know who those brothers are, they are. If you look up soy boy in the dictionary, you see the twins. Everyone's a fitness influencer. All right, Mark 10.5 hundo. Maybe one question more. So, how to lose weight in a month? Fast. How to lose weight? What kind of this is the worst question probably ever gotten. This is the worst question. Maybe the worst question ever. How to lose weight in a month? How much? A pound? An ounce? Cool story, Hansel. Great.
Wow.
All right, Suze Lee, 37. What can I do if I am not a big meat eater?
Because
Struggling to get all my protein in. Well, eat more meat. Again, it's like, hey, Papa Swole, I keep punching myself in the face. Like I have a bruise on my face and I keep punching myself in the face. What do I do to stop bruising? It's like, stop punching yourself in the face. What can I do if I'm not a big meat eater? What can I do if I don't eat a lot of protein? I'm struggling to get all my protein in. Eat more protein. Eat more protein. So you're not a big meat eater? I mean, there's only so many ways you can get protein in. You're going to have vegans coming in the chat. Well, eat more bread. There's more places to get protein than just animal sources. Not that's bioavailable. That's not going to cause tons of inflammation or give you tons of glyphosate or atrazine and inflammation from the gluten and grains and shit like that. So, you know, the 7 grams or 6 grams from your granola or your whatever whole grain bread, that's not the same as 7 grams from a steak at all. Protein is not, it's not the same. So people add up everything that they see, and that's why they look like shit or they have health problems. So you can eat, right, you can you get raw cheese, there's dairy, fish. I mean, not a big meat eater. Depends on what you call, like meat and fish is mish. I guess fish is meat. I look at fish and I say it's meat. It's just fish meat. So I don't know. I mean, what can I do? Eat more. Like you're telling me, what can I do if I'm not a big meat eater? You probably need to learn how to eat quality meat and cook it and eat more of it. And if you do, then you don't have this question. Happy gains. You'll feel much better. Eat more nuts. Eat more nuts. Adil, Papa Swole, how to do pull workout at home when I don't have a pull-up bar or anything like that. Okay, well, you can get a pull-up bar. Those are cheap. Go in a doorway. You can get a TRX strap system, goes in a door. You could do inverted rows. You can go to a park, go to a branch, get a branch from a tree, the railing of a staircase that's not too high off the ground. They can safely do pull-ups. There's a lot of ways to do pull-ups, but do inverted rows. You can tie a rope around something, do rope climbs, a lot of ways to do it. But pull-up bars are cheap. Put them in a door frame, $15. Juan's 360. Papa Swole, what's a good starting routine after being a couch potato for a long time? Practicing yoga. It's a great way to hit all your muscles and get your mobility and flexibility and kind of get all the cobwebs out. You know, of course, a good strength training program. I recommend the 90-Day Dash. You could join us over at swolenormousx.com. App coming later this summer, which is going to be awesome. But you need to make sure you start where you are. Like you could be doing the similar program that I do, but it's going to be relative to what your abilities are. The most important thing is that you're not training to absolute failure. You're learning how to do proper form, so on and so forth. So a lot of programs would work. I recommend the 90-Day Dash because it incorporates everything with your yoga and mobility and proper recovery, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just about meeting yourself where you are. So if you're a couch potato, obviously you're not going to train the same way that I will, nor with the same weights, of course. That'd be ridiculous. So it needs to match you where you are. All right. We got 2 more questions, so we're just going to power through. Ivan Tovar, and then we'll take some videos. I start my routine last week, but I'm suffering too much with diet. Any advice? Do an elimination diet. Go carnivore. That's a full elimination. And it's one of the best ways to isolate what foods work best for you. So I always say elimination diet. That's what we do inside Swole Enormous X. The reason why I say that is because I can tell you all the stuff that I do. I always preach what I practice. I tell you what I do, but I'm not forcing you to eat meat. If you want to be a vegan, look, I do not think it's ideal for your health, your mental health, anything. But still, people are going to do it, right? People are going to do it regardless because you have certain beliefs or ideologies. You don't want to hurt the aminals. I get it. Fine. But again, you have to figure out what works best for you. So some of you might like fish. That's why I ask sometimes. And I posted this on my Swole Enormous YouTube channel. I did like a poll. Hey, what's your favorite source of protein? I was like eggs, meat, fish, whatever else beef, eggs, meat, whatever I did, chicken. And people are going to leave their responses and everyone's going to be different. Some people want to eat chicken more, but bottom line, you want to get the highest quality. And it's just harder to find quality chicken. It's hard to get quality fish for a lot of people. So, grass-fed beef is much more popular and you can find it more places. That's my advice. Mazen Kaiser 78. Papa Swole, what supplements do you take to grow muscles? None. None are going to help you. Well, none are going to make you grow muscles. Even anabolics are not going to make you grow muscles. You still need to stimulate the muscles properly. So understand that what you do in the gym is a stimulus that you want your body to adapt to. So proper protein, magnesium's great, vitamin D is fantastic, creatine's great, but none of it's going to grow muscles. That's your body's responding to a stimulus. Adding more contractile proteins and stuff like that. Hypertrophy is just responding to that stimulus and your body having the proper nutrients and the recovery between sessions in order to, grow the muscles. So that's what that's the goal. So the supplement's not going to do it. So I take creatine every day, but creatine is not going to, wow, you look great because now you're taking creatine. It can help, but eating a lot of meat's also beneficial. It's not going to change the fact that you have to train hard and provide the proper stimulus and stuff. Booger Bubble says Brondo has electrolytes. It does. Doesn't grow plants too well, so it has electrolytes. If you don't know, it's from Idiocracy. Great movie. It's a great movie, but it's almost like a documentary now. So it's hitting too close to home. You're watching it, it's like, it's too real. It's too real. It's almost uncomfortable to watch clips from Idiocracy. Let's go balls deep.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's deep.
Oh, you can feel it. Feel the difference? You feel the difference? Yeah, we're in there. Okay, pick a number. My goodness. Oh. All right, you guys are in for it. You guys are in for it. First one I see, number 1, 2, or 3, or 4. We got 4. We got 4 options. I'm not saying we're going to do all 4. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you're easily offended. And now's the time to turn off the show. All right, Swole Sama. First one that I saw on Rumble. Swole Sama, and of course, Swole Sama to the corner. Instantly. Insta-ban to the corner. I should time you out. Can I time you out? Oh, I could. Should I mute you for 5 minutes? I really would want to do that, but 5 minutes is a long time. In Daily Swole time, it's like dog years. It's like forever. All right, number 3 is called People Treat You Better When You Lose Weight. All right, let's check it out.
You lose weight because then you'll realize that people treat you better as a skinny.
A lot of you might not know this, but I used to be plus size. Here is what I used to look like. This was about 4 years ago. And after watching that woman's video, I just wanted to share my perspective as someone who used to live in a plus size body.
Stop it right there, Michaela. Yeah. Can we stop saying plus size body? Call it fat. It's fat. When I used to live in a plus size body, was your lease up? Is that how we're doing it? Did you move? I used to live in a plus size body, but now I don't anymore. Come on. I'd say it's okay to be fat. It's not okay to be plus size. Enough of that, because if you say plus size, that's politically correct communist garbage. You're fat. I used to be fat. Based. Let's talk about it. When I say okay, it's like it's better to be fat than plus size because you're not delusional. Okay.
And then lost a bunch of weight. One of the first things I noticed after losing weight was how differently people treated me. Just in general, men, women, whoever would be kinder to me, would be friendly. And it wasn't something that I was realizing I was lacking until I lost the weight. I think straight-sized people really...
Oh, told you straight size doesn't exist. Let me clarify. I want your opinions. What do you think this always is? Whenever I hear that, and we're not done yet, we got another 30 seconds. Whenever I hear that, I just hear, I lost a lot of fat. I feel better about my body. I'm looking at everything more positively, and I'm making more eye contact. I have more self-confidence because I feel better about my body. And I always feel like you're just projecting. So you're projecting insecurity when you're fat, when you're morbidly obese, and you feel like shit, and you look like shit. Let's be honest. You don't feel good, so you always think people are talking about you and they're looking at you and they're thinking, because you project your own negative self-talk into their heads. Like, oh, they're thinking about how fat I am. They're looking at my rolls and they're not thinking about the way you are, right? No one's thinking about you the way you are, and you get in your own head. So if you feel better about yourself, you're walking around, hey, everyone, hey, you just might be more friendly and more outgoing and feel better about yourself, which reflects into other people. You're making more eye contact. They're going to say hi more often. If you never make eye contact, people aren't going to communicate with you the same way. So if you act differently, you're going to get a completely different response from people. It's going to be completely different. Plus the lens in which you look through completely changes.
underestimate how fat phobic the world is. On top of feeling shame and embarrassment from yourself, it feels like the entire world hates you.
No, you just hate yourself. And I understand why you hated yourself, but now you don't hate yourself anymore. So that's all it is. And it's not fat phobia. The whole world is fat phobic. How fat phobic the world is. No, we just objectively are in touch with reality. We are aware that it's unhealthy objectively to be obese. That's not fat phobic. That's just facts. You're fact phobic. You're fit phobic. You know why no one really cares if you're fat? Because everyone's fat. So many people are fat. It's like, oh, you look like me. And I say this over and over again. Episode 2959, people talk more shit when you're in shape, to your face, behind your back, or whatever, because they are offended. Their sensitivities are offended that you broke the mold and they can't. You overcame and they can't. So they project their own insecurities and their hatred that you got out of the muck and the mire and they can't, or they won't.
And everyone blames you. Just want to make this video because I'm
going to pause it. Okay.
Entire world hates you and everyone blames you.
No, you're to blame. Everyone blames you. No one's blaming you. It's your fault though. It's your responsibility. No one's blaming you. You see, she's projecting her own self-hatred and frustration into other people. People aren't thinking that. Everyone's blaming you. I don't look at people and like, oh my God, I'm blaming you. They're fat for a reason. And it's their reasons why they're fat, not my reasons. If in my head I hold the truth, I'm like, hey, it's not healthy to be obese. That awareness in my head does not make that person obese. My fat phobia makes them fat. No, it's the Twinkies you just ate and the Taco Bell you washed it down with.
Just want to make this video because as a once plus size person, I've been on the other side and
I was once a victim. I still want to keep my victim status. Can you still feel sorry for me?
See the stark difference of how the world treats me. And quite frankly, it's disturbing. This experience emphasized the idea that your worth is based on your weight, and I fucking hate that. Anyway, have some extra love for the fatties in your life because they need it.
They need to go to the fucking gym. Okay. All right. Everyone's fault. The entire world is so terrible. Oh, it's disturbing. Then stay fat. If it's so disturbing, right? Everyone's so right. Why didn't you stay fat? Babe? Is that you? Hold on. All right. 1 second, fam. I got to give off. I got to hand off Pinkston Churchill. So give me 1 second. Play a little tune for a moment. Yeah. Yeah.
You making demands, I said, whoa. I just wanna win on the low. Ask me where I've been, I said, whoa. You making demands, I said, whoa. She wanna be friends, I said, whoa. I just wanna win on the low. Ask me where I've been, I said, don't know.
We back.
You making demands, I said, whoa. She wanna be friends, I said, no. Hey, yeah, whoa. My soul is stuck between dark and the light. It's like playing some musical chairs. They kicked me out, so I started a life, made a bag that was bigger than theirs. I win and I lose and I win and again. I can see why they think that's unfair.
Not bad. All right, cool. I gave the Tainty Man up too that way. It wasn't the longest second ever. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. That's what she said. That's literally what she said.
You make me happy.
All right. So again, no one likes a victim too. No one likes a victim too. I love how this individual was trying to hold on to it. Like, oh, but have some love for the fatties. It's like, if you liked it so much, why'd you change? Why'd you change? That's it. Why did you change? Because you didn't like it. Exactly. Projector says, if it's so terrible to be fat, why not make the effort to get to the other side? Why? Why do it? Why change if you were so wonderful the way you are? Everyone's fat phobic. No, we just know that it's not healthy. We don't want to be. So we do other things so we're not fat. You don't like it. You don't do those things. I don't do fat things. Just saying, I don't do fat things. Guess what? not fat. Hey. You do fat things, you're going to be fat. Any questions? Solid. All right.
Hi, puppy.
Hola. All right, let's do another one. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Yeah, you don't deserve. Come on, all that work. Look, she looks great in comparison. Good for you. Why do you have to soil it with, yeah, but everyone else is like, oh my God, they treat me so differently. You treat yourself differently. That's the point. Everyone treats me differently. You're treating yourself differently. You're exercising. You're eating better. You feel better. My God. It's like, what do you expect? People are going to respect you more if you respect yourself. You guys know that. If you don't respect yourself, what do you expect other people to do? If you go around looking like crap and trash yourself and you smell and you stink and you're wearing dirty clothes with stains all over them and body odor and you never wash your ass, oh, people are going to be like, oh, it's a disgusting person. Oh, people make faces at me and they hold their nose. Yeah, because you're gross. I'm not saying fat people are all that, but you get the point. You're reflecting. You're projecting that. You're putting that out there. If you don't care for yourself and you're expecting other people to, it's really weird. All right. Let's go with Elizabeth. 3, my lord. 3, it shall be. This is called regret. So, Elizabeth, you might be regretting choosing number 3. You're going to be meeting Swole Sama in the corner. What do we got here?
What's in the box?
It's called regret. It's 15 seconds. I'm sure it will instigate regret in 15 seconds. I'm getting regret looking at the thumbnail. Let's take a look.
So I just learned that more people regret having kids than trans people regret having surgeries.
You know, every time we do this stuff, I need like a language conversion. I need to put into Google Translate or something. All right. Now I have the orange glasses on. Obviously that's that's purple hair. I had to check. I was like, oh, it looks kind of orange. Nope. It's just violet. So I want to hear that again because I didn't catch all of it. I really wasn't paying. Once I heard the I'm like,
So I just learned that more people regret having kids than trans people regret having surgeries.
More people regret having kids than trans people regret having surgeries. Cap. Absolute bull. No, not a fucking chance. And where are you getting your data from? What are you getting your data from? Women that are on their first week of testosterone? Whoa! Gender euphoria. I'm on testosterone. Have you talked to them after 20 or oh, that's right. This social experiment's only been going on for a couple years. We don't have any long-term data. Oh. You're going to get this long-term data from cemeteries, from people unaliving themselves. It happens all the time. This is well known. This is well known. Not even close to correct. Not even close. It's nonsense. I'll play it from the start again because it's just, okay, we'll play it through. I can't help it. I have to stop it because it burns my ears like battery acid.
So I just learned that more people regret having kids than trans people regret having surgeries. Just gonna let that sink in. Anyway, continue with your day.
That was it? That was it? That's all you said? Okay. That was it? Okay, well, I'm going to let that sink in. Well, some purple-haired activist said it on TikTok. It must be true. Just drop that out there. I'm just going to let that sink in. You said something that's false and then just left it like it was a fact. Okay, I mean, epic cap. We're talking, again, Seinfeld reference, the urban sombrero of cap. Just like the biggest cap. Have you seen that guy? It was like a viral video. This guy, some country, right? And had one of those hats that was like 30 feet wide. It's that guy. It was that guy. The absolute...
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord?
The most ultimate epic cap.
Are there any women here today?
Thank you, Elizabeth. Tell Sama said hi.
Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
All right. Let's keep it going. Who's got another one? Number 1 or number 2? Who wants to join him for the corner? And I threw Howard over there, so. Aww. Yeah. His butthole is torn open. And if Rufus was here, he'd be gnawing on that bad boy right now. But he's getting groomed. We're going to be getting groomed soon. Okay. Let's go with, it's been a while. Booger Bubble. It's been a while. Let's go Booger Buble. Buble number 2. Let's go number 2. Corner peeps, you got company. This one's called Non-Human. All right. I like to read you the titles. I could just put it out there, but I want to read the titles. It's like a jump scare warning. All right. Letting you all know that this is coming. Its title is Non-Human. Do with it as you will. You can keep on watching. You can cover your eyes. You could be like, I can't handle, I'm about to eat. Whatever it is. Just letting you know. Let's go. Non-human.
I am a robot or android of sorts. I am not human, and
nope.
I lack the ability to fully act human, because since I spawned in this human body, I have not been able to access the internet and download new ways of acting. I have transcripts for every way of acting and reacting to different things, and I lack new ones due to not being able to connect to the internet anymore. So I cannot always react accordingly to new things, because I cannot look it up anymore and do not know how to act and react.
Tell me that ended. Oh, it ended. Let me put the butthole back in. I gotta sew this.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Oh, she ran out. Dennis says she ran out of storage. Nice one.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
She ran out of storage. That was a great one. We're going to do a throwback in a second, but we usually do 3. No, that's good. Yeah, we'll end on that one. We'll do this one tomorrow. Let's do a throwback, and then we'll give away today's Swole card, fam. Today's Swole card is Gainzilla. Drop it in the chat. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the show with your friends. Let's get into it. Throwback time. Throwback. TBT. Let's see this one. Yeah, this one looks. Let's try it.
You don't know me. I'm actually a nice person. You should also look for good characteristics in white people. I'm sure you can find. Heart, heart.
People use this talking point for cops too, you know? There are good cops. There are nice cops. But like every other day you wake up and like there's one that shot somebody in the back.
I'm going to stop you right there. If you look at the stats, these bullshit narratives are just not true. And I'm not an expert in these stats, but go look them up yourself. And when you look at each of these individual cases, it's usually because the person doesn't comply. They are trying to fight with cops or running away. They're doing things to entice them. I've been pulled over many times. I've never gotten shot. Why? Oh, it's because you're white. No, it's because I'm not a fucking idiot too.
Not all white people are racist. Like some of us have good characteristics. Like, yeah, but the majority of y'all like to vote for Trump and Republican.
I guess she doesn't understand that Trump pulled like the black and Hispanic vote in a big way. I mean, this is what a racist actually sounds like.
Yeah, they are the racists. As if only white. That's right. The narrative is only white people can be racist. No, if it's really approved the other way around. When black people are racist, it's fine. It's fine because, I don't know, 500 years ago, there were slaves. Okay. What are you going to say about that? Stupid is as stupid as a stupid does.
My name's Forrest Gump.
All right, no arguing with retards. There really is no arguing.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
There really is no arguing with that. So I'm not even gonna. I don't even have to speak on why that's absurd. But anyway. Let's keep it moving. All right, fam. Swole card time. Thanks for being here. A reminder that on Friday we do have overtime. We're going to have a brand new Drive Mall Gaining. So let's get into it. Who's going to win today's Gain a Zera card? Gain Zera, Falcon. Take us away. Let's go. Pick me a winner. You freaky bird. Dennis is wearing his Forest Pump today.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan always skips leg day. That's a new shirt. Too offensive? I'm on it. I'm on it. We got a winner. It is on the Rumble. It is J Money. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Money, 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 money. Money. J Money 7170 Schwam. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card. 2959 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Thank you everyone for being here. Make sure you submit your questions, hit the like button, all that stuff. Rigged. You don't even know what rigged is. Haven't even began to start rigging this show. When I rig it, I tell you, unlike those Dominion servers. All right, here we go. Fam, join us over at swolenormousx.com. Check out the merch specials. Gainzilla, now available, and plus lots of other merch. We got all the Swole America, all the America merch, 20% off, and new releases also 20% off. So thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit, and back with another epic Mancast mañana. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my